Welcome back. We are here with spouses number 32, 33, and 34, who I forgot to take a create a sim picture of, so she's just going to have to sit there in her portrait picture. I also wanted to show you what's his name's new room. So I made him a little musician room with a bunch of, you know, instruments and stuff. That is what his aspiration is going to be. And what is his name? Frederick. Frederick's room. And because he is becoming a teenager very, very soon. I think, yeah, it's Sunday. He's becoming a teenager today. And then I was just looking for the last member of that other household, and she was already nearby. She was over here in the center of town. Oh, everybody hates Luna. That's great. Which I don't get because her negative reputation is gone. So I don't really know why everybody's complaining. But anyway, we are going to grab the last member of this household here, and her name is Dinah, and our current spouse's name is Jennifer. So that's what's going on. We also have some new aspirations that we're working on. Where's my there? Okay, it's just taking a second to load. Maddie is currently working on an art aspiration now that she finished her video gaming computer aspiration and job combination. So now she is working on an art aspiration. We still have Aaliyah working on her writing stuff. She's not at the max of her career. Honestly, I debated just having Maddie quit her job now that she completed it, but she might as well have something to do. So we are going to propose to Jennifer here and then immediately get married. Maddie is working on making some emotional paintings. She needs 3 emotional paintings. And since Aaliyah has finished her aspiration, even though she hasn't gotten her job all the way up, we can plant another money tree. And since Luna completed her aspiration when Maddie got to the max level of the career, she bought a money tree. So now we have 2 more money trees, you guys. We are so rich. I mean, look at our money. We're already at over 9 million. And you know what I didn't realize is that 9,999,999 is actually the maximum. So there's really not anywhere to go from here. We are stuck at the max number of money. And I was going to take a painting of Dinah, but Maddie was making a funny face. So I was like, you know what, let's just paint another picture of Maddie. We'll hang it up on the wall somewhere. And here is little Frederick talking to his mom. This is me scoping out places I could put Maddie's portrait. So we're going to put it over there in the next room over. And then we are going to have Aaliyah bake Frederick a cake for his birthday. Very nice. Happy birthday, Frederick, becoming a teenager. And actually, Callie is only 2 days behind him in birthday, so her birthday will be coming up as well. Frederick and Callie are friends. Callie's mother is deceased, and Callie herself will probably soon be deceased, but we'll get some use out of her first. So here comes little Frederick, and I wanted everyone to gather around. I called in the family club and I wanted Aaliyah to sit in that damn chair, but she would not sit. She kept running around, getting stuck in other places before we finally got her in that seat. But anyway, Frederick is having his whole family come over and then he is going to blow out the candles. I was like, Aaliyah, come on, can you please come be in this picture? Like, it would be so nice if his parents were sitting on either side of him. There we go. And everybody just, celebrates his little birthday. Oh, Kyle is late. So then I'm going to put this portrait of Maddie over here, and we're going to try again to get a picture of Dinah. And I'm giving Frederick musical aspiration. And here we go on the portrait. So here it is. She doesn't look happy. They usually don't. They usually don't look happy. So we actually have cleaned out her household. So I think we have one more household in Willow Creek before we empty the whole neighborhood, which I am so excited about, you guys. That is a big accomplishment. So we are really quickly going to give little Frederick a makeover. Just some styled looks, but I'm going to let him keep the cowboy hat because he seems to like it. But yes, we are going to have one more household to empty out Willow Creek with, and then that is empty. And that is our second neighborhood that we're going to empty, and it's a big one. So I'm really, really happy about that progress. And we're getting closer to completing this, the other room in the crypt. It's still a little ways away, but I just am really happy about that. I did take out the platform on the side because I felt like it it was just there because I wanted more platforms, not because it looked good in the room. So I am adding a little portrait station in Maddie's room as well. Now that Maddie is becoming an artist, we are going to give her some art supplies and stuff, and we're actually going to let Maddie paint her own children. So that is nice. Maddie's already got a really high art skill because she's been just kind of dabbling in it for probably what is like a century. So she is going to take her own portrait of Frederick here. And so they'll have different backgrounds as the other ones, which is interesting. We're going to use that case up along the doorway across from um, Luna's siblings' portraits in order to put Maddie's children there. And I don't know how many children Maddie is going to have, but we will see. And if we need another case, we'll get one. So here we go. We are going to start flirting with Jennifer. And, of course, they're always receptive. Luna is very persuasive, very charismatic. And they are just going to start flirting away. And once I get to a reasonable level, we will call over Jennifer. So here we go, just queuing up some romance interactions. Here comes Jennifer. Oh, okay, good. Here she is. She's mad. She's not happy. She's like, I can't believe this. And I'm like, really? You can't believe this after everything that's happened in this Let's Play? So, I don't know what happened here. It says it's finished, but it's just blanks. But when I put it in her inventory, it came back. So that was a little weird. But we are going to use this case over here for Maddie's children. And I'm just going to name it Frederick. He doesn't need his last name associated with it because he's a Clark now. And here we go. Romance. Maddie's painting her pictures. I don't know if she's finished the 3 emotional paintings yet, but then she'll need to do 10 excellent paintings. So she has a lot of painting to do. And Luna is still flirting with Dinah. And because Frederick is a music lover, he's enjoying a dance. But I do want to start working on his aspiration as well. So the music aspiration doesn't actually require a career. So maybe we will get a lot of points here. We are also going to get rid of Jennifer now that we can. And Frederick is working on the music aspiration. And he is going to start playing the piano. It probably would have been more fitting to have him play the guitar, but I think it would be one of those things where, like, maybe his parents are like, oh, see, you could play the piano for functions. And not that they really have functions that much, but you know what I mean. The piano's right there, so we're going to use it. He has all sorts of instruments in his room, though, so he could do anything he wants. And we are engraving on Jennifer, who I accidentally put the wrong spouse number, but that's fine. And then we are going to propose to Dinah. And then we are going to go check out our new house, the next house after this. But first, we're going to do a quick check on our money trees. Maddie is like so on top of her skills. She just is always doing stuff. Like, she was always painting just for fun. She always goes and checks on the trees for no reason. And it's just like, that's because she likes it. And um, I don't even have to tell her to do anything. Also, the fine moodlet drives me absolutely bananas because you can't make a fine painting, but the fine moodlet is so powerful that it overtakes literally everything else. And there's little Callie. She is just hanging out. She feels a little disconnected from Frederick because they're different ages now, but I feel like it's not really fair to say that they're different ages because she turns into a teenager tomorrow on Tuesday. So it's like, it's just weird that they go straight from children to teenagers, even though if they're like a day apart, they seem so far apart, but they're not really that far apart. It's hard to explain. I know you know what I mean. So, Um, like Frederick is probably like in reality like 13 and Callie is 12 or something like that. So anyway, we're just going to go along with sim terms. All of a sudden, you randomly turn into a near adult. So we are going to have Luna go to the last household here and check out who's there so that we can, find out who our last victims are. So we're going to go knock on this door, and they usually let us in no matter how late it is. We're just going to grab one. So hello um, to, what's her name? Kara. I think her name is Kara. And we have added her to our family. So actually, there's 3 people in that household right now, but really there's only 2 because I check out the household before I start, you know, reaping them, I guess. But that old man is literally like on his last day alive. So we are going to leave him alone. We don't have time to do Black Widow on him. So we're just going to accept that. And Frederick is going to do his homework as well. And we are going to immediately become friends. I think that that's like kind of like it's not a cheat, but it's like OP that Luna just introduces herself to people and they become her good friend. I don't know if that's because of her fame or if it's because of her charisma or her reputation. There are a lot of different factors it could be, but we have Dinah catching her in the act here. And she's not happy, but that's too bad. So we're going to get the romance up a little more. And then also be checking on everyone else. Looks like Frederick is doing his homework. He is ready for promotion to a B student. And Maddie is painting. Maddie's painting skills are up to like level 8, but she still doesn't consistently make excellent paintings, so that's really interesting. So here we are waiting for everyone to do their tasks. She's sad. And then these 2 are going to take Kara's picture. She looks happy. She doesn't know what's coming. But anyway, Maddie looks like she's finished her painting. And I did want to take a few pictures for Frederick's room. So Frederick is going to take pictures with his moms and, a bunch of different people like Luna and then Callie when she ages up and put them on his wall. So that'll be nice for him. And Luna is working on this painting. Frederick is going to school, and we want him to do well in school. And then we're just going to work on aspirations and stuff in between this spouse stuff. So we're just waiting for that to get done. Maddie can now supercell on the plants, which is really great. So, hey, one of my money trees became little again. Why does that keep happening? Anyway, we are going to send Maddie and Aaliyah out on a date because Maddie's aspiration says that she wants to look at paintings at a museum. So we are going to send her to a museum, and her and Aaliyah are on a little date where they're just looking at the artwork and really enjoying their time away, some time alone, away from the household where everybody is always dying. So these paintings are actually really nice. They are very nice. And these 2 are just going to flirt with each other and talk with each other and just really enjoy each other's company. It's a nice little getaway, nice little date. And once we get to gold, we will be making our way back home. So here we go. Back home. It was a nice little break, but they have to get back to whatever they were doing. So we are having Maddie paint, and Luna is going to name this painting and then put it downstairs. We are about to turn the corner, you guys. Very, very exciting. And what I did with the room back there is I made it so that the curve in this wall becomes a curve in the room behind it. So that way we don't have an extra little triangle piece of wall. And we've invited Dinah down here to pass away. And then we're going to propose to Kara. So Kara will be the last spouse that we are black widowing in this video. This video is a little longer than the other videos because we are doing 3 spouses in it instead of 2, and we're not doing any skipping. So this was a lot of fun as well because I really did want to finish Willow Creek. I wanted that to be all taken care of, and then we can move on to Oasis Springs. So that is really exciting. And we are having Frederick go and work on his piano skills again and putting up Dinah's urn. Very nice. We're getting quite a few humans lately. I say as there's only 2, but anyway, we are now going to invite over the next person from Kara's household. I forget his name. It's some guy. Um, we'll have to see when he gets here. Who are you? Who are you? I know it like went over really quickly and I don't know who he is still. We'll find out in the next one probably. But we're going to ask him to join our household, even though he like wasn't really super into it. Looks like the old guy's still alive, which is a surprise. But anyway, we're gonna actually have to do some work to get this guy to be a better friend with us. So that is interesting. We're going to put up one of the Frederick and Maddie pictures up on the Maddie's wall, and then we're going to put the other one over here on Frederick's wall. He is working on his piano, and this guy is tired, but I don't care if you're tired. So everyone is dancing and having fun. I actually really like that Frederick's into music because he is like over there and it's kind of turning into a space where people gather and people, um, you know, they're all dancing on the dance floor and Frederick's playing music and it's just kind of a nice little family gathering spot now, which is really great. And we need to also have Callie's birthday, but we are going to paint a portrait of this guy first. What is his name? It keeps hovering over and I keep trying to catch it, but I can't catch it. Anyway, we are going to bake a cake for Callie. The reason I'm not pausing and going back and like whatever is because I really actually do not have time. I have 7 minutes before I cannot be doing this voiceover anymore, and there is like there's 7 minutes left in the voiceover. Maybe closer to 8. We have a problem. Anyway, we're this is one take. We're not stopping. So we are going to have Frederick bake the cake for Callie, and Luna is starting to get flirty with this guy. And Kara is none the wiser, but she's chatting with Frederick. And we are making this painting over here. It seems like Kara is distracting Frederick. Like it's taking him a really, really long time to make that cake, and I feel like it's because she's talking to him. So that needs to stop. And we will have him baking the cake. If you could just do that really quick for me. I know that even though I try to push this along, it's not going to go any faster. So um, we are just working here on this, and that painting is done. So we will be moving it downstairs. It's going to go on this curve, which is really nice. Oh, we're naming it Clay. His name is Clay. Okay, great. Clay here is, they're getting flirty with each other. We're gonna have Kara come over and is Aaliyah a workaholic? She's gone. She left. Okay, I guess Aaliyah must be a workaholic and she left for work. So Kara, you need to go upstairs and catch some cheating, and Frederick, you need to finish that cake. So here we go. Kara has seen them cheating, and Frederick has baked the cake. He's baking the cake. It's almost done. And he's very sad because people keep dying. But you know what? That's just the way. Oh, okay, a fire. You know what I don't need, Frederick, is for you to die in a house fire. That's what I don't need. Although I am going to have to get rid of you at some point. So that's something to think about, is what we're going to do with Frederick. I mean, he could die a natural death. That's a very real possibility. But, you know, maybe I don't want that. I don't know. Everyone gets their own little story, except for the spouses. everyone else gets a little story. So we are here with Callie, who just aged up, and so Frederick baked her a cake because he's the only one in the house who cares about her, right? He's the only one who is friends with her. Everyone else just kind of sees her as someone waiting to die. So we're just going to give her some styled looks. And her eyes are a little far apart, but you know what? It's fine. Um, so we are having Frederick bake her the cake because he's her only friend, and um, then they are going to just, be really close and get a little flirty. So, they grew up together. It's only a natural progression for them to, know that both of them are marked for death. And what are they going to do in their free time? They're going to get flirty with each other. So, you only live once and you don't live for very long. So here we are. They are getting flirty, and um, it's actually kind of sad because Frederick is the only one in this house who actually cares if Callie lives or dies. So that's going to be traumatizing for somebody. But anyway, a nice first kiss here. I was trying to get a picture of it and I failed. But anyway, they are now going to get even more flirty and then start dating. So that's going to be really great. I mean, it's drama anyway. It's not really great for them because they're going to die. I mean, at least she's going to die very soon because that's just how it goes. And everyone else is snagging cake. And Maddie is finishing her paintings. And then, what we need is a painting of Callie, and they're messing around in Luna's bed. Like, you have a bedroom. I built you a nice bedroom at the beginning of this, and you don't even use it. So, whatever. He is going to play the piano some more. He needs to get to level 6, I think, until he can write songs. No, it's level 8 until he can write songs, and then level 9 until he can license them. So, it's going to be a little bit here. We are going to have Luna um, make a portrait of Callie. We can put it downstairs. She's pretty. She is a pretty girl. I think, yeah, her last name's Charm, so she's a descendant of the Charms. And we are going to paint her portrait. Here's the room again, in case you wanted to get another look at it. And Frederick is going to continue with the piano stuff. You have to get better at piano, Frederick. I want you to get at least 5,000 aspiration points before I kill you. So he is going to take some pictures for his room, and we are going to just put them up here, pictures of him and his mom's, picture of him and Callie and him and Luna, and just, his mom's together, just really nice family portraits. And then we're bringing Kara down here. You know the drill. Say goodbye to Kara. And Maddie is dancing. Frederick is playing the piano. I think Maddie is dancing to the speakers, not to his piano, but we can pretend, can't we? So he needs to, yeah, write 4 songs and earn $500 on licensing. So he has to get his piano skill up to even do any of that. So we're going to bring this painting downstairs. Here we go. We're almost filling up this wall, which is really great. And we're going to have Maddie and Aaliyah take a picture together just for Frederick's wall as well. And I figured out how to use filters finally so that we can get the portraits a little brighter so that they look nice on the wall. And then I just want some more pictures. Here we go. Except his hat gets in the way. His hat is always getting in the way, but you know what? He wanted the cowboy hat. So then a picture of him and Luna as well. Just trying to find that picture. And that's going to be it for the pictures for now. So he has to go back to playing the piano. And she's sad. Okay, well, you know what? People are always dying, Callie. You just got to accept it. You're going to die too soon. It's just how it's going to go. So I am really out of time to do this voiceover. So here we are in screenshots, and I might have to skip over a few because we are out of time, you guys. So anyway, we've gone through spouses 32, 33, and 34. We have started Maddie on a new artistic aspiration. We are still working on Aaliyah getting her career to the highest, and Callie has aged up into a teenager and has started dating Frederick. and we'll see what happens there because they both have to die, or at least she has to die sooner than him. And then we will be working on Oasis Springs in the next video. So I hope that you're excited about that. And I am going to wrap it up here. So we are going to wrap up with a family tree with everyone in it, and then also a picture of our nice empty Willow Creek. So I will catch you guys in the next one.